Hello, my muses, my soul family, my friends. I hope that you're having a really amazing night. I have been feeling really inspired lately. It has been a while since I've felt the need or desire to do so many videos, and this time around, I decided I wanted to do a meditation with a pick a card. Now, this time is focusing on opening up your third eye. So we're going to do a guided meditation together to open your third eye, to work on your third eye, where we're going to go ahead and we're going to stare at a candle. Now I'm going to have it on the screen here in case you don't have one in front of you, so that way you can focus in on that. Or if you have one in front of you, you can go ahead and pause the video, and when we go to start the meditation, light yours so that way you can do it right there in your room with you. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to do one round so that way you know what to do. And then you can, of course, practice on your own time. And then at the end, we'll do a pick a card here for a third eye chakra reading. So if you're already, working on figuring out which one you want, this one here is pile 1 with a moss agate, pile 2 with a labradorite, and pile 3 with tiger's eye. Now for me, I usually hold my pendulum up and go ahead and let that pick that way, or you can hold your hands over it to see which one you're feeling most strongly drawn towards, whatever method works best for you. I'm not so strict on this channel and tell you how to do it, so it's just all about fun, right? Alright, so before we go ahead and get started with that, I wanted to let you know a little bit about what we're going to do here. So I'm going to use pranayama to help you open up your third eye. And so when I tell you to breathe in, of course, just like with any other meditation video, you're going to breathe in through your nose. Now, a lot of people, they like to do the chest breathing. You're not going to get as much out of your pranayama, as much out of this meditation if you're using your chest. So make sure you're doing your belly breathing. So when you're breathing in through your nose, your stomach is expanding. And when I tell you to breathe out, of course, you're going to blow out of your mouth and, contract your stomach. All right, and then, of course, in 2, 3, 4 is going to be in through your nose, out 2, 3, 4 is out through your mouth, and then we're going to increase the breathing faster and faster. Then we're going to blow it all out, hold it, then we're going to bring it all back in, hold it, and do that. And of course, I will guide you through it. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight of what we're going to be doing. So I hope that you enjoy this meditation. I'm going to go ahead and light this candle and we'll get started. So if you want to go ahead and light your own candle, go ahead. Now would be the time to do so. All right. Let me go get this light. Okay, perfect. Hang on, let me get out of screen. I hope that you can see that flame really well. All right, so what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you gaze at the flame, either at the candle that's in front of you or the candle that's on the screen here. And during this meditation, I find it best to sit, not lay down. All right, so go ahead and get yourself nice and comfortable. Relax your shoulders, let your shoulders just rest. And as you look at your candle flame, as you look at this flame, I want you to gaze at it. Try to blink as little as possible. A lot of us, we try this and our eyes start to burn. So you might have to take little breaks here and there, but really just focus on relaxing your eyes and gazing directly at that flame. All right, here we go. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. 5 more times. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 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 in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to increase our breathing. We're going to quicken it now. In, 2, out, 2, 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 in, 2, out, 2. Let's increase it really fast this time. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Faster. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Breathe in deeply. As much air as you can get in, and then blow it all out. Now hold. Leave all of that air out of your lungs. Just sit there and hold it. Drop your shoulders and gaze at the flame. Do this for as long as you possibly can, leaving all of that air out of your lungs with your shoulders rested, gazing directly at that flame. Now at this point, your heart should be pumping. You might feel a little lightheaded. That's okay. This is exactly how you should be feeling. And as you're gazing at this flame, you might notice that you start to see a fog starting to form around you. This is good. This means that you're starting to see through the veil. And when you need to take a breath in, take a deep breath in. Hold it. Hold all that air in and drop that air down into your stomach, from your chest all the way down to your stomach. All the air is sitting down there. Again, drop your shoulders. Blink and then gaze at the flame again. And then when you're ready, blow all of the air out again. Hold. Blink. Gaze at the flame. The more you do this, you're going to start to really see that fog coming in. You're going to be able to have that super focus in on that flame. And then when you're ready, take another deep breath in. Hold it. Drop all the air down into your stomach. Drop your shoulders. Relax. Gaze at the flame. You might start to see sparkles around you. You might start to see movement from the spirit world around you. You might start to feel sensations as well. That's okay. Don't be afraid. Be very accepting. Be very open to this. All right, now start to breathe normally. And at this point, I would have you close your eyes. Just take a minute. Close your eyes. And observe what it is that you see. Now, For me, in the beginning, and even sometimes now, I will see a very bright a very bright red dot, and it will start to grow in size. Now this is a good sign that your third eye is opening. You might see an array of other colors. If you're more experienced, you might see other images coming in. It's going to be different for each and every one of you, but I want you to know exactly what it is that you're seeing. I'll let you sit with that for a moment there. Now go ahead and open your eyes and look at the flame again. And this time, as you gaze at the flame, I like to just take the time to blow out. All right, so I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the flame and blowing out of my mouth for as long as I can. And then I hold for just a few moments. Then breathe back in through my nose. Blow out as long as you can again while gazing at the flame. And do this as many times as you feel called to. Then you can close your eyes again. Again, take note of what it is that you're seeing, what you're feeling, what these images, these colors, these flashes, what they mean to you. Or if you're unsure, when you're done with the meditation, you can write it all down. And as you continue to do these meditations and expand upon it, you'll get more insight into it. You could even ask your spirit guides, loved ones, angels, divine source a question. Work on manifestation through this way as well. And then, of course, you would go back into the in 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4 thing. All right, so since I said I was only going to do this one time, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the light, blow out my candle. Now you have a good foundation of how to work on it. And we'll go ahead and jump into this pick a card for your third eye. I also, that's a lot of good white smoke. I like that. It's great. It could be a really good idea to go ahead and, smudge before, especially if you're someone that's really worried about any type of spirits, anything like that. Just go ahead and give yourself some protection. All right, again, as I had said in the beginning, since this is a pick a card, and don't worry, I will put the timestamps in the description of this video. Pile 1 with the moss agate, pile 2 with the Labradorite, or pile 3 with the tiger's eye. You can pause the video if you need to go ahead and pick. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile 1. Welcome pile 1. If you chose the moss agate, this is your pile. Let's see what you got. Don't worry, I will show you the cards. I'm going to leave this short and sweet and give you my idea of the descriptions, and then you go ahead and you put your own twist onto it or what it means to you intuitively. All right, so what is the status of your third eye? The status of your third eye, it says nature. So to me, this automatically says you are in flow. You're getting grounded. You are tapping into your intuition and your emotions very deeply. So I'd say this is a good status for your third eye here. This pile, you might have already had some experience with working with your third eye. You might have been doing it for a little while. Or if you haven't, You're more open to it now. You aren't so afraid to allow images or messages to come through, or anything that you might see, especially after doing meditation. We could just people that really have their third eye open and active most of the time, you will see activity around you all the time. You'll see signs around you all the time. That's being in flow, in my opinion. So when you look at this, what images do you see yourself? What does this card mean to you? Do you have a deep connection with water? Are you a water sign? Do you have a deep connection with nature? Do you see nature images when you're meditating and doing third eye meditations? If so, I'd say you're on the right track. To me, I see a face here. This could be a person. This could be a guide. It could be an angel. Whatever it means to you is right. I really do not feel like there's a wrong answer when it comes to this. So, what are you learning from doing these exercises? It says financial and material changes. Okay, so maybe some of you are doing these type of meditations with a focus on manifestation, how to change your situation, how to bring in the things that you want, the monetary funds that you want. Maybe you want to get a house. Maybe you want a different job. Maybe you want to bring in more abundance into your business. Maybe you want more freedom in any of these areas. And by doing this third eye chakra work, you're starting to see images. You're tapping into your intuition more deeply so that way you can see how to do it and get over the hurdles and challenges of it. What skill do you need to work on? It says crown chakra. So when I see crown chakra, this is divine wisdom right here. This is being open to listening. Maybe really tapping into that clairaudience, because the crown chakra is connected with clairaudience. So as you're doing your meditations, you're working on your manifestation or trying to see how it is that you can overcome these challenges and changes. Really focus in on your crown chakra too, calling in your spirit guides, your angels, divine source, whoever it is, whatever it is that you call in, and really listening to that wisdom. Any signs and synchronicities that you see around you are going to tell you what it is that you need to know for this. So don't discount anything. In fact, I would keep notes so that way you could see along the way little markers on what you're being told to do. And then what will I learn, and what is the outcome if I do all of the above? You'll learn spiritual strength. You will learn when it comes to these difficult times when you feel like maybe you're struggling, maybe you're not seeing your manifestations or things come in that you want as quickly as you want, to really tap into your heart and don't give up. Right at that moment when you're about to give up, don't. And I know that sounds really counterintuitive to what we're taught when it comes to manifestation. You write it down, you visualize it, you get the emotions to go with it, you let it go. But as we're going through those things, we could still feel those difficult emotions, and we're just like, I just want to give up on life. Nothing's working out for me. I'm struggling so bad. Insert whatever your circumstances are into that, obviously. This is saying, lean on your spirit team and don't give up. You have the strength to continue forward. Really use your discernment when it comes to it and see what it is that you need to end as well. Because as you open more and more, as you open your third eye more, as your intuition comes in more, as the synchronicities and the signs happen, you're going to see what it is that you need to release too. And that could be difficult. So that's where that spiritual strength comes in. But you are protected as well. You see the circle around here. That is protection. You have spiritual protection around you. And look, this person, even the third eye is highlighted. I know this light is not capturing as well, but so hopefully you can see it. So really tap into your heart when it comes to it. And the last card here, I have advice. from the Doors deck here. It says, Anthony's call, and thanks of my spirit safe and sound. All things that are lost, so can be found. So what does that mean to you? Are you working on something that you felt that you lost? Are you in search of something? Does it have to do with somebody called Anthony? Is your name Anthony? I don't know. Just really tailor it to you and what it could mean to you. Thank your spirit guides for being with you and helping you and guiding you and keeping you safe through the process of this entire time that you're working on being in flow and navigating what it is that you want and getting this divine wisdom. And the times that you feel like giving up and it feels like the world's crushing you, and you're really tapping into that heart and not giving up. Give thanks and know that you will get what you want in time. So that is all that I have for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much. I hope that this was interesting and fun for you and that it gave you some insights. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and feel free to share it with your friends. Welcome, Pile 2. If you chose the Labradorite, this is your pile. All right, let's see what your third eye chakra is saying to you. I will show you the cards. So what is the status of your third eye? This says falling. All right, so this is truly up to your own perspective. When you look at this, how do you view it? If you are, you see it as you're falling into the fish's mouth, then I say there might be a bit of fear when it comes to opening your third eye, when it comes to perhaps your intuition or images or nudges or anything that comes to you. There could be a sense of fear when it comes to it. Or if you see yourself, this person, as falling away from the fish, I feel like you are moving away from your fear. That you really are working on taking that leap of faith and opening your third eye further, really leaning into and trusting what it is that you're seeing, what you're feeling, the nudges that are coming to you. So it's up to you personally, because it's going to be different for each person, how it is that you view this. Which one is it for you? Let me know in the comments. What are you learning? Through opening your third eye and working on your third eye, you're learning wisdom. You're learning who it is that is loyal to you, who it is that is around you. Maybe you'll even see a dog spirit guide. If you had a dog that passed on and you miss them, perhaps you might see them. This could also be you. You could see people and you could be calling them in, teachers. Say when the need is there, the teacher will come. So that could mean that for you. And how to build up your foundation, your home, build up your community, call in your soul family, if you will, and the wisdom how to navigate challenges and changes and difficulties, and what actions it is that you need to take. These are all the things that you will learn through working with your third eye. What skills do you need to work on? It says firm foundation. So to me, this says you need to work on grounding. Work on grounding, work on your foundation, your stability, maybe starting over if need be when it comes to a project, when it comes to a job, when it comes to a relationship, taking the physical actions to get through this. This is what this card is saying to me. So what does it say to you? When you're seeing it, how do you feel? What do you see? Seeing the mountain that's climbing challenges. Are you still going up it, or are you going down the other side? It takes real strength. So work on the physical strength of building your foundation, going outside out into nature and getting grounded. And then, what will I learn and what is the outcome if I do all of the above? Recognition and reward. Okay, so that's beautiful. So the wisdom that you get from, say, either taking that leap of faith and moving away from the fear, or even if you're in a fear state, the wisdom that you get from that, the images that you see, following along with them, and really grounding yourself and building a firm foundation for yourself. You will get recognition and reward that you want for any creative pursuits or really ascending through these challenges. Again, I see the yellow just like in the wisdom card here. So it's as if the spotlight is on you. You've been working on this for a while. I see the blue curtains. Perhaps they're parting. You're being revealed knowledge that you previously didn't have. It's also having people that are truthful around you, or you being more truthful and honest with yourself, living your most authentic life, and really being recognized for it. Now, rewards aren't always outward. They could really, you recognizing and rewarding your own actions that you have done. Say, hey, I've really put this work in. I'm starting to see it pay off. I'm starting to see my manifestations coming to fruition. I'm starting to have more authentic people next to my side. When I know to trust my intuition, when I know someone's lying or something is off. And all that's going to help you weed out things that you no longer need in your life. So that's a reward in and of itself. So what exactly does this mean to you? And then the advice for you, this is your door from the door deck. Jude's song, a reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases. You can find peace within the strangest of places. Interesting. I'm not quite sure what to make of that, because this is for a large group of people. So what is a strange place? Where do you go that might be different than other people that really brings you peace? What is perhaps a strange practice that you do that helps bring you peace that might not bring other people peace? And this could really be helping people that are struggling too. You could be, another way to view this is the wisdom that you get from your third eye here. You're helping other people build up their foundation. You're helping other people get through their difficulties and helping them rise up through ranks to get from a low place to a better place in life. So they could be the hopeless case. They could feel like they're lost. They could feel like they've given up on life. Nothing's really working out for them. But you're that teacher that came in to really help them. So this recognition and reward is people singing your praises for all the help that you've given them. And that could bring you a sense of peace, a fulfillment in life. So let me know what that means to you. Thank you so much. I hope that this was interesting for you. Give me a like, subscribe, and share if you so feel called to. Welcome, pile 3. If you chose the tiger's eye, this is your group. Let's see what your third eye chakra is saying to you. All right, so what is the status of your third eye? It says writing. I'm seeing forward movement. I'm seeing freedom. I'm seeing a raw beauty and openness. You see, there's like a gap in between here and the horse's feet right here and right there. So it's like bridging the gap. Perhaps this is giving you insight that you needed. I feel like, just like in pile one, perhaps you're somebody that has worked on your third eye for a little while now, and you're starting to gain momentum on it. Whereas you might have struggled in the beginning, haven't had much luck with it, but now working through it, you're starting to get that forward movement. It's starting to open more. You're starting to see more. And you're feeling a sense of freedom from it. Okay, what are you learning? You're learning how to open up, how to speak for yourself, how to be your most authentic self, how to be that voice of reason for other people, how to be the mediator. How instead of when it comes to any types of difficulties, you're no longer just going to sit back and allow people to walk all over you. It's showing you how to stick up for yourself and how to stick up for other people and get through those challenges, how to get your own sense of freedom. You see, there's quite a lot of blue in this here too. So those cards feel very hand in hand with me. What skills do you need to work on? Well, you need to work on mental conflict, especially when it comes to your relationships. You might be showing one face on the outside, but on the inside you're feeling a completely different way. And it's just, I'm having energy releases here. I feel like in order for you to grow, you have to really speak your mind and be honest here. Don't allow yourself to suffer mentally at the hand of other people. So I'm feeling like these really are kind of telling a story. You have to open up more. Through working with your third eye, you're being shown how to do that. You're being given the courage to be able to do that, especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to a duality or decisions of any sort. Don't allow other people to walk all over you and put you in some type of box. Tactfully open up that throat chakra and say, hey, I can see the way that things actually are. I have this perspective of it, and I know how to move forward with it. I know how to bridge the gap. Be heard and move out of, this state here. Let your outward face really speak for you. And then what will you learn and what will the outcome be if you do all of the above? You will learn how to overcome conflict and defeat. This is going to help you with that illumination, which is really funny because we just did this third eye chakra meditation with a candle. And what's at the bottom there? A candle. They mean illumination. Instead of feeling like, I don't know if you can see it, it's like people right here are rising above, people are doing well, and you feel like you're suffering, you just really feel depressed and you need to get out of this state. Okay? You are learning how to get out of that. You're learning how to get out of this mental conflict by opening up that throat chakra and speaking your truth and being your authentic self. And through that, you will have your forward movement. Just be raw and honest and yourself. Besides working on your throat chakra, I would say that it would be beneficial for you to work on your solar plexus. This is your power center. And if we're going through so much mental anguish, mental conflict, It could be because we've given away too much of our power. Even if we feel like we haven't, sometimes we do. Just by keeping our mouth shut, by doing what everybody else wants to do instead of what we want to do, we're giving our power away. So make sure that you do some solar plexus work. Call back that power and do the shadow work surrounded by it. And then your advice, this is your door from the door deck. The sacred lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So when we think about the lotus, we know that it grows in very dark, dank areas down in the water. It has to be in very murky, nasty water. And it seems like it would be a pretty bad environment compared to what it could grow in. But from that, through all that difficulty, through all that murkiness, the mud, all of that, it rises up and it turns out to be beautiful. This is you right here. You've already done your suffering. You've already been down in the murky water. It's time for you to rise up and be that beautiful flower. Tactfully. All right, I'm not telling you to, when you open your throat chakra after you see the things to your third eye meditation here, to just blow up on everybody and be like, you know what? I'm tired of your shit. Still choose your words wisely and with compassion, but also while being your authentic self. Okay? So let me know exactly what this means to you, how you feel about it, if you feel like you've suffered through these things, and if you feel that working with your third eye will help or has helped. Well, I hope that this was interesting for you and it gave you some insight. If so, please give me a like, subscribe, and share if you so feel like you want to. I love you all. Bye.